Welcome to today's webinar. Today's webinar is on COVID-19 GIS mapping using ArcGIS and other visualizations technique. My name is Rahul Gavai and I am the research scholar at GIS and Mapping Lab for American University of Sharjah, UAE. So today we will cover most of the part of the COVID-19 GIS mapping. We will see today how to visualize the pandemic data using RGS Online and other visualization software. This COVID-19 pandemic GIS mapping. So we know the difference between pandemic and epidemics. Okay, so main difference is that pandemic is this is we record almost all the globe, and the epidemics is only the for limited country or limited region only. So that we call as pandemic, it is all over in the world. So now we'll see the how to create some beautiful cartographic mapping. And today agenda is the first we'll see the data collection or data gathering process, and we'll see the demo also. And secondly, we see the data visualization using ArcGIS Desktop and ArcGIS Online and other GIS visualization techniques using web map like GL. And after that, we will see the how to create a dashboard using ESRI operational dashboard. This is also demo. And lastly, we will some question and answer from your side. Now we will see the where we can collect the data for your pandemic GIS mapping. There's the WHO, which is the World Health Organization, and European Center for Disease Prevention and Control. There are CDC, Center for Disease Control and Prevention. And we're talking about the India, that we have the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. And in Maharashtra also we have some department from we can collect the data. And also we can download the data from GitHub. And we are talking about the Diva GIS, which is we can download the administrative boundary from this Diva GIS portal. And then these are the links I will provide to you after finishing this webinar. Then we can download data from these websites and we can start the mapping. So we have the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare of India. This is a website. We can download data from here. And okay, so lastly we'll see the data visualization techniques. But before that, we will collect the data from various sources or website. So I will see how to download the data from WHO and European Center for Disease Prevention and Control site. So if you click here, the main WHO website will appear here. And then these are the various situation map or situation outbreak. So here in situation update, here we can download the data. This is a situation report. Just click on here, and these are the situation report of 4th April, means yesterday. We can download data from here. Just we have to click here. So this is the PDF format in a pandemic database, and that we can convert this data into the Excel file or CSV file using the online converter. So this is all the country data we can found here. Okay. And then secondly, we have another Center for Disease Prevention and Control, CDC. So if you want to data for like Europe country and then other, you can download from here also. So we have to click here, situation update worldwide. So here is some database also. And if you want to download today's data, then I can click here. There is various format we can download data, but if we have to click here, like XLS format, then click the download, and your data will download here. So we can see the uh, COVID-19 geographical database. Okay, now almost completed. So we can open this data, and we can see the how many columns in there and which column the important for us. Yes, now this open. Can just see the data. Okay, just we can see here the data, like the date-wise data or day-wise data. Uh, so if you're talking about India, then you can see from here, and you can filter out the data for India only. Then you can filter out only the India. Then just we can see here the confirmed cases and how many people are dead in particular days. Okay, so likewise we can download this data, and we can do the mapping. Okay, but we will not going with this data now. We will download the data for India, which is a good one. Okay, so we will find the data for India only. So we will click here the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So here we can see the status for India COVID-19 cases. If we want to see the data for state, then we can click here state data. And this is the data for India, state-wise. We can copy this data and paste into the Excel file. Okay, so I'm going to copy this data. And paste into the Excel file. Because this Excel files we will use it for the mapping, and we can join this data to the administrative boundary for India, state-wise. So delete this field because we don't need this one. Now here you can remove all the spaces and dot and all these things. So we put only the serial number here. So you can remove the spaces and all these things because the CSV file not taking the spaces here. So can remove this one. Put the underscore, the total list cases, and this is for recovered or, and this is for date. Okay, so this is the header for we can put in the CSV file. Okay, so now we have to save as a CSV file because most of the web mapping only work on CSV file and the SSP file. I mean, like save file. Okay, so you click on save as. And choose your folder and give the name for your CSV file. Just for India, and then you can put 19, something like this, and choose the format for your file. So choose this one file format for CSV file. Okay, so click here and save, and click using this format. Yes. Okay, now we have gathered the data from the website. You can open the ArcMap. So this is the ArcMap and this is the India shape file. So I will attach that CSV file data to here. First of all, we have to combine one field for attaching data or join the data. So now here only the this field, the STU. Okay, but your name should be same in the both file. Here is STU, and if you see here state UET. Okay, so we have to put the same name here also, STU. Okay, now we have the similar field, means combined field in both CSV file as well as in the safe file. Now we have to join the data. So there are two ways to join the data. You can right click from here, and we can join from here also. Otherwise, we will go for table option. Okay, now we can join data from here also. Join and relates. Just click on join bar. Then you can choose the CSV file from here. You can just browse. So just we created the CSV file. This is India 19. Okay, so click here, then add. Now we can choose the same field. So this field based on will be joined. So this is STU, means this is okay, and this STU means from here. Okay, so just validate and close this one and click on OK. So now we can see here. So we can see here the confirm and keyword and date cases. So now this is the temporary files that we have attached the CSV. But if we need some like this is like permanent data, then we have to right click here, data, and export this zip file, because this zip file we will use for online mapping. Just click the browse the location for the data. So this is my location, and I will put the name for my zip file. This is India underscore 19. Okay, then click on save tab. Do you want to add this? Yes. So I will remove the first save file, and now this is my new save file, which is I have joined the data from CSV file. Click on open table. So now we can see here we have attached the table here. Okay, so now we can delete this field because we don't need this field. So we can delete this one, and also can delete this one. Yes. Now we have the confirmed cases and recovered cases and dead cases from here. Okay. Again, we have to add X and Y tab here, because we will use this table for the like point point mapping or like clustering mapping. Okay. So we have to add two more columns. Just click on add field. We call as latitude, and choose the data type as double, and click on OK. Again, we have the same process for the longitude. Sorry, longitude, and choose the double, and then click on OK. Now we have two fields, latitude and longitude. Now we have to calculate the x and y from the Csv file, and just click on a calculate geometry. Here latitudes means we have the y values, so click on centroid y, and then this is the decimal degree. Okay, then click on OK. So this is for latitude. We have calculated the x and y for our centroid administrative boundary. The same for the longitude. But here push the x coordinate of centroid. Okay, then click on OK. Okay, this is your x and y. Now we have to also put another column for mortality rate for the cases. Then we have to click here, add equal as MOR, mortality rate, and choose here for float because it is in point value. Okay, then click on OK. So now if you have to calculate the mortality rate for the confirmed cases and the dead cases. Okay, so for that we can calculate the mortality rate. So we can find here which state is more mortality rate for the death. Okay, so for that just right click here and then fill calculator. Now for mortality formula is the date divided by confirmed cases into 100. Okay, so my date field is this one and divided by total confirmed cases. Okay, this one, and we have to put into 100 because we want to calculate we have to put in the like percentage wise, so we can put the 100 and then click on OK. So this is formula for the mortality rate. Okay, date divided by confirmed cases into 100. So click on OK. So we calculate the mortality rate for the state wise. Okay, so now we have almost done this data collection and data modification process. Now we will see in the desktop version we can show the data in the like we can create a choropleth map and cluster mapping and a dot mapping. Okay, for that we have to right click on your save file and go for the properties. Here we can categorize our data according to the mortality rate or confirmed cases or death cases. Okay, so click on categories, or you can click here by quantity wise. Okay, for that I will choose here for mortality rate, and we can see here these are the ranges with their highest mortality rate with this color, and we can classify how many classes we want. Suppose we want for 6 classes, then it will be create a 6 classes from here. And we can also change the color from here, which color we want, but we will choose as a default color this one and click apply and OK. So these are the like choropleth maps. Okay, again we have to if you want to like cluster mapping, then we have to click on again properties, and this is a graduate symbol. So same as we can choose from here and click on apply. Then okay, so we can create so highest mortality rate something like here. So likewise we can create the offline mapping here. Okay, but today we will not do the offline mapping, so we are creating today is the online mapping, which is the ArcGIS online and Kepler.gl. Okay, so Now, same save file we are using for the online mapping. But before that, we have to copy this table for our next process. So click here and select all. Just right click and copy selected field. We'll open this our previous CSV file and we can paste here this here, copy from the save file. Okay, now we don't need this file, this field, so we can delete this one. So now we have this all latitude and longitude also. Okay, and then mortality rate. So for the mortality rate, we can only 2 decimal point. Then we can put only here 2 decimal point. Okay, so click. Okay. So again, we have to save this file, the same format. Yes. Okay, so now we are ready for the online mapping. So for online mapping, we have RGS Online, Kepler.jl, and lastly we have the operation dashboard. But first we'll see the RGS Online and Kepler.jl. Okay. But before that, we can close this file because when you compress this file, then it will be error. Okay, let's remove this one. Put it blank. No. Okay, now we have to check your folder that we have created this file. Okay, India 19. So just we have to zip this file because these are all the save files, and this is the associated files. Okay, like a PRG, SPA, and then these are the projection file, and this TBF means the database file. So we have to zip the all together because the RGS Online only supported to the zip file. Okay, then click on send and compress as a zip file. Now this is India 19, it is our save file. We have zipped it. Now we have to open the RGS Online. Already have account. If you don't have account, then we can create the account of RGS Online. And this is a free. You don't need to any license for like trial. Okay. Then after opening this tab, you can click on sign in. Or if you don't have the account, then we have to click from here. Sign up now. Okay, so I will click here. I will show you how to log in into the RGS Online. Okay, so already I have the account for this. Then here you can create an account from here. Just click here. And you can create account from here. Okay, create public account. Just click the create an RGS public account. So you can fill all the necessary fields: first name, last name, your email, and your confirmation mail. Then if you click next, then it will ask you your username and password. Then you can put your username and password. Okay. So right now I'm not going to create this account because already I have an account. So I will go directly in my RGS Online account. So this is G84. This is my RGS Online account. Okay, so for here, if you're the RGS organizational account, then you can go for your content. Otherwise, we go for the maps directly from here. Okay, so just we have to click on a map. Now you are adding the CSV file and that CSV file in here. Okay. So this is the interface for ArcGIS Online. Here we can add data from this tab, and from here we can change the base map. If you want like different type of base map, then you can choose from here. So we'll choose the street night base map. And now I'm going to add the CSV file, which is I compress this one, India 19. Okay. After that, I will add the same CSV file, this one. Okay, India 19. For here, we can click here and add layer from file. Just click. And here, see how many which file supported for ArcGIS Online. So save file in zip format, including all the save files, and then CSV or TXT files, GPX, GPS, XMS format, and GIS. Okay, so now we have the save file and CSV file. Okay, so we will add the save file first. To choose the file, this is my folder. Okay, this one. Let's click on open and click on import layer. This takes some time. Okay, this is unable to import this file because of error. Okay, so now we will choose the another method how to add this file. Just go click on the home button and click on content. Okay, so this is another method to import the save file. If that option is not working, then we can choose this another options. Okay, now I already created the webinar folder, this one. So I will add item or add a save file from here. Then click on add item, and this is from your computer, and choose the save file, which is in zip format. Now I can choose the India 19 save file. Okay, so now we will put some tags. Suppose we put a GIS or like a coronavirus, something like this. And this is for content is save file. Okay, then click on add item. So this is adding the save file. Okay, now we add the save file, same save file which is in our ArcGIS desktop. Now again, go to the map. And now we can add the save file or this web services file from, you can now click add and then search for files or layer. So this is our save file, which is I added in the content. Okay, so click this plus sign, add. So now it automatically redirect our location. Okay, now this adding the save file in our map content. Okay, now just go to back, click on content. So now this is the same save file we added from the second option. Okay, now this is only the blank the save file, means there is not any information, so you can put the cartographic information here. So from here change the style, click on the style button. So now we can choose the attribute to show. Okay, so which attribute we want to show, like confirmed cases or death cases or like recovered cases or mortality rate. So we can choose from here. So first we will going to create a mortality rate for the coronavirus cases with the death. Okay, so we click on a mortality, and now we can see here the cartographic mapping. Okay, so this is for like choropleth map, and this is for like dot map or like cluster mapping. Okay, so first we'll create the choropleth map. So just click on options. So from here we can change the color ramp for your modality map. So choose the color if you want, like this one or like highest to lowest. Okay, and this is for transparency for your color ramp. Just click on OK. Again we can the classify data. Okay, so from here, and we can see the here classes, the mortality is 0.0 to 1.3, 1.3 to 5.7, like this. So highest mortality rate we can see the 9 to 16.6. So maybe the mortality highest rate in here. Okay, then just click on OK. And for the visible range, so what is the meaning of this visible range? Means when you like zoom out, like it will be visible like this one. If you like slide of this like this, then it will not be visible. So in which visible range you have to show your data, then we can configure them from here. Okay, so yours word, click on like visible range to word. Okay, then click OK, done. So now this is our mortality map, but we have to show the mortality label on the state wise. Then click here and then create a label for the mortality rate. From here, text means your the column. Then click on MR mortality. Then if you can change the color for the label, then we can change color from here. And then this increase the size if you want, or otherwise to put as default one. Okay, and then same for like label also, you can choose the visible range. So we can choose the visible range to here. When it's zoom in, then it will be show the text or the mortality rate. Okay, just click on OK. So now we have created the corporate map for the model relate. Okay. Now we have to save this map, uh, or before that we can add the other points map. Then we have to copy this same map. Okay, and we have copy this. Okay, so we'll off first corporate map, and we can create a like point layer or like the cluster map. So we can click the change style button from here. Now this time we will choose the confirm cases. Okay, but now we will create the optional map like this, but still is showing the label model relate. Okay, so if you want to change the color for the circle, okay, then click on options. Same thing from here, and click on fill, and this is a fill color. Then you can choose the color, or you can transfer your circle and click on OK. Now you can see this is that 490 cases for the particular state. And for here, we can send the classify your data using this classified options. Like here, we can take more classes, like 6 classes. We can show the classes also here. But here it is not visible because this background color is with white. So then you can change the color from here. Then you choose another color. Okay. Now we can see here the legend. Okay. And then click on OK. Now done. But we have to also be then configure the labels. You can see here for confirm cases. If you want to change the color now, then you can color the change from here. This time we'll put this one, or it will not visible. Okay. Now we have created the cluster map. So we can see from here there is a most confirmed cases occur. The highest is 445 cases in New Delhi, and then here in Maharashtra also for 490 cases. Okay, this is confirmed cases, and this is for yesterday's figure. Okay, if you want to update every day, then we can follow the same process. We can download the data from the Indian government health department site and then put into in CSV file. Okay, so this is for the creating this one. Now we can on the both layer, which is previously we have created choropleth maps and the circle map or cluster map. Now we can share this map to anyone, so every people can see this same map. For first of all, we have to save this map, and we can give the name like India for 2020 COVID-19, and here also put the tags for save GIS. and we can save in your folder. If you have the multiple folder, then you can save in the particular folders. Okay, so I will save this map in my GIS webinar 2020 folder, and then click on save map. And now we can click on share this options. Here there are so many configuration we can do. Here we can share with everyone, or if you want to share with your organization only, then click on here. Now I'm going to share to everyone, then click on the everyone like public. Just click on OK. It is sharing. Okay. Now we have shared our map, but now we have to going to create the like web app or web map. So just create here. Now these are the template. We can choose any one template for your data or your map. So we'll choose this template, basic viewer, or you can choose any one. Okay. Select from here. Now you want to see your map, how it look like. Then we have to click on preview. Yeah, it also takes time. Okay, so now this is our map that we have just created. Now from here we can see the layers. We have two layers. One is like cluster map, and one is global map. Okay, so this is our cluster map. We can send this map to anyone or everyone. We can, if you want to say this map, then that people also can see the same map without any login or without any creating some accounts. So again we have to switch on and switch off this layer from here. So now we have see the motivated rate from same. Now if you want to change the base map gallery, so you can choose from here also. So if you want like street map, then you can choose the street map also. But again we have to put the like a color scheme for different for street maps, because sometimes it is not visible properly. So it puts a default map, and we can just choose this template and then okay. Now create a web app, because we know this is previous very good. This one, so I will choose this template, then create on web app, and click on done. Okay, this is for name for your files, and this is your web map. We can choose the default title, or we can want to create the new title for a map, suppose like India COVID-19 web map. And then click on save. Now you can see here India COVID-19 web maps, and then we can, if you want to change the color from this, we can change from here. So there are multiple options here, and if you want to show the legend also, then you can click the legend tab or for map, and there are so many options we can configure from here. Okay, I'm going to launch this map, and we will share the link for any other like community or the like friends, so you can share from here. So this is our web map. So let's click this URL, and we can share with anyone this URL. Okay, if you copy this URL and you can paste another tab, then it will be open like a web map. Okay. Okay, now we have finished this part for creating the web map using Access Online. Now we will create a map using Kepler.jl. So this is another web mapping portal or applications. So you have put here Kepler.jl, and this is open source. We don't need to any like um, username, password, or you have to create some account. You don't need this one because this is hosted from your data. So this is a simple interface. Now we will going to add the data. So this time we will not going to add a save file. We will going to add the CSV file. We have just created previously here. This file. Click on add data and browse your files, or you can drag and drop directly to here. Okay, so we have this CSV file. We can click here and click on open. Okay, now we add the files. This is okay. Now you can add the layers. There are so many multiple layers. So now I'm going to create the points map. This one. So click here. Now in this configuration tab, they will ask in the latitude and longitude. This we have created in ArcGIS X and Y, latitude, longitude. So in this field column, we can choose the latitude values, this one, and for longitude we can choose the longitude values. Change the color from here. More light. Okay, now we can choose the radius also for your points like this, and we can choose the radius based on the confirmed cases, dead cases, or mortality rate. So this time we will choose the death cases. So we can see the there is a number of there is the most data occurs. So from this points we can see in March there are most of the cases. Okay, and from here we can choose the label also. Okay, we can choose the label, which is date. Now it is not visible. We can change the color from here. Still it is not visible. And you can choose the font size from here. Now we can see here 24 that cases. Okay, this is another platform. We can show your data, and we can share your map with the other person. So from here we can share this map. Okay, again we can create the like 3D map also, the same data. So now this time I'm add a new layer from here. Can add. Okay, so I'm not going to add a data, so I'm going to add a layer, new layer, and this is for hex bin layer. Okay, so here we can see this is a hexagon radius. Okay, we can choose the radius also. Based on and also you can choose the height for your cases. For that we click on 3D map option from here. It is like radius, and you can show the like scale, and this is based on the date cases. Okay, and we can see here mostly cases in Maharashtra. So we can show the like 3D map like this. The same as you can change the color from here. Which color we want, you can change from here. Okay. So this is like freely you can use this portal Kepler.gl. If you want to change the base map, then you can also change the base map from here. But here is some limited base map. So if you want to change the your satellite and light map, so we can quickly change from the base map gallery. Okay, and now we can add another map also. Click on add layer. Now I'm going to V cluster mapping. Okay. Again, we have to change the latitude and longitude from here. Okay, so now we'll off the previous map from here. So radius is based on the confirm cases. Okay. So likewise, you can now create a mapping in Kepler.gl. After that, we can share this map with your friends or family, or you can export images or export data or export map or share this map URL to anyone. So click here, and we can choose your Dropbox for uploading this URL. Okay. So likewise, we can share the map. So this is for another portal for displaying your cartographic map. Now we are going to create a dashboard. okay, using ESRI dashboard. So for that, we have to again we need here RGS organizational account. Without RGS organizational account, we cannot create the dashboard. So I have the organizational account G84. So this is my RGS organizational account. So before that, I have to add this CSV file to my content. So click on content and choose the folder, this one, and click on add items, the from layer. Now we can choose the CSV file from here. So I'll choose this CSV file, click on open. Give the name for a file, this is for 20, India 20, okay. And here put some tags, this is Corona-19. Now we will ask the how to the geocode based on the coordinates, okay, because we have coordinate we have created coordinate like here latitude and longitude. Okay, then you can use these two fields for like adding coordinates or adding the data in a map. So you click on add items. Okay, now we are here operation dashboard for GIS. And you can create the dashboard like this one, which is I have previously created dashboard for Maharashtra region and for India, and this is for global level dashboard which is created by another institute. Okay, so now we have this CSV file. So this CSV file we can add to our dashboard. For dashboard, now we have to create using ESRI operational dashboard. So just click here, and this is a type for creating a dashboard. Just click here. Okay, now this is my previously created dashboard. Now if you want to create a new one dashboard, then we have to click on the create dashboard from here. Now put the title for your dashboard. Like I put the COVID webinar 2020. So this is my title for my dashboard, and also put the tags GIS. And if you want to put a summary, then you can put a summary also. Then we can save this dashboard to our folder. So I put my GIS webinar folder. Then I can click on the folders, and now create. Click on create dashboard. So now this is a blank dashboard. Okay, so first we have to create the header for your dashboard, or like titles for your dashboard. So this is a plus sign, we can add from here. So this is for header. Okay, just click on header. Now they are showing if you want to like default dashboard title, or we want to change the title, then you can put the change the title from here. Okay, so this is from, you can put your institute name here in the subtitle. Like I put areas like American Institute of Georgia, something like that. Or you can choose the logo from here. If you want to logo like URL, then you can put here, or you can choose from icons. So you click on icon. So these are multiple icons. You can choose the icons. So this time I'll put this icons. So it will be visible here, and we can change also color from here. If you want to like different types of color, then you can choose from here. Okay. So for the text color, we can also change. Okay. And then we can put this default as okay, and then click on done. So this is for the blank one. So we can choose a theme from here. So I like the dark theme, so I can click here for dark theme. So now it will show in a dark color. Now we have to put the titles here. Okay, so now I'm going to add some maps here, which is we are created in Argus Online. And just click here. Now you can see here, we can uh, uh, see our map, which is we have created in Argus Online. So click on select map. Here we can configure this setup. We can, if you want to show the legend on your map, then you can click here, and the layer visibility, base map future, and search. We don't need this one. You can click on zoom in, zoom out. These are the all the tabs. Okay, and then click on turn. Now your map will visible here. Okay, now we can see here the map is visible, and you can off and on layers from here like this. Okay, so now add map. Now you can add other things like serial chart map or chart or graph from here. Just click on serial chart. So now we'll choose the CSV file we added here. So this is my India 20. This is my CSV file. Then I can select the from here. So now this field will tell which field we want to show in the form of chart. Okay, so I will put here for like this is state name. Okay, this is the state name, and then they will show the statistics and the sum of all the confirmed cases or death cases. So I choose the field from here. So now here we can see the cases. Okay, death cases. So sorry, this is confirmed cases. Okay, so this is confirmed cases. We can see that the mark is 490 cases. Okay, and then now next we can configure some colors, or if you want to go like horizontal, then you can put like horizontal also, or you can put like vertical. You can put vertical. Okay, so now from here we can put the titles like this is for state. Okay, this is for data. Again, we can put the for this is for confirmed cases. Sorry, confirmed cases. Plus confirm. This is per title for confirmed cases, and then we put as default this one. You don't need to. If you change the color, we can change the color from here for your data axis. Okay, now you don't put and click on the series. If you want like a line or smooth line, then we can click from here. Like we can show the your data in the form of smooth line. Okay. So we'll put as default this one. And this is the title for your graph. Put the title here for COVID-19 cases. Okay. Same as we can change the text color from here. And then click on done. So you almost we run the graph. So now we have a graph and map in both side by side. Now we want to add one more graph, which is a combination of confirmed cases and date cases and other things. So we can again we have to click on same thing, or we can choose the now this time like a pie chart. Okay. So this is for my CSV file. I can choose CSV file from here. Now confirmed cases, and this is for some. So this is for all confirmed cases. Okay, but I will going to be add like categorize wise. Or we can choose here for state. So how many COVID cases wise the state wise? Okay, so this is the percentages. Okay, and we can put the titles and slices. We can from like this one. We can change the color from here. Again, we can put the title from here. Okay, so I'm not going to details into the this one. Okay, so click on done. So now we have the date cases and the confirmed cases here. So if you want to like this in the below this graph, then you can put like this. Okay, so now we are coming the another like we have to put some indicators. Okay, so click on indicators, then choose the CSV file from here. So now he is showing the 37 means 37 this is state, but if you want to put the sum here and choose the field from here, now I am choosing the confirmed cases, total confirmed cases in all state, then it will be visible. Now this is 3,374 cases. Okay, now we push the title for your, this is for the, oh sorry, confirm cases, and then click on done. So this is for confirm cases. Now we can add more indicator like again we have to choose some and choose it for from death cases from here like 77, and again here we can put that's click OK. So you can drag in the below of confirm cases, so it will show like this. And again we can configure like this. Now we have graph and bar chart and like pie chart, and we have number of confirmed cases and dead cases here. Now it's show the list for the state-wise confirmed cases and dead cases. So we can add this also. You can add from list. Again I choose the same CSV file, and now here we can show the state and the confirmed cases. Okay, so for we click on the list, and from here we can choose the column, which column you want to show. Okay, so I'm to show the confirm first I'm going to show the state like this, and to show the modality rate MR. So now we can see here the modality rate, and if you want to change the color, then you can change the color from here. Okay. So you can sort data, like it is descending or ascending order. Choose your modality rate highest in Himachal Pradesh. Okay, and then click on. Also, we have to put like here title also. Okay, then we can put a title. Click on done. Now we have to complete our dashboard, and we have to click here the save tab. Okay, and then again we have to share this dashboard to anyone. So you can just click here, copy, share link. Just click here, and then go to the web browser, and I can put here this link. It is just only take the time first time, because we have to load all the data. So likewise, we can make the coronavirus dashboard in the form of like maps and graphs, and then we can show the mortality rate here. Wise we can make the dashboard. So now today we learn about how to create dashboard and how to create a web mapping using RGS Online and Kepler.shell. And then now this is almost finished our the webinar. So if you have any question, then you can ask me. You can type the questions from here. Then I will give you the answer for your questions. Okay. Or if you have any query, then you can write to me like rgawai@avis.edu. This is my mail. You can ask me the any further query regarding this dashboard and the web mapping. So you can say this is my email. You can write down, or if you want any concern about this mapping. Okay. If you have any question, you can type your query on this chat button. Okay, if you're not question, then I will end of this webinar.